Hello everybody, welcome back to Ademedics channel. Today we are going to be talking about another interesting topic, which is a sub-branch of homeostasis. Homeostasis, just like we all understand, is said to be maintenance of a fairly constant internal environment despite changes in the external environment. There are several factors that may want to cause changes in the internal environment of human being. For example, temperature. The temperature of the surrounding may actually increase. As a result of that, it may want to affect the temperature of the internal environment. But homeostasis is set in place to make sure there is balance within the internal environment. Today, we are going to focus on a part of this homeostasis, which we call the mechanism of homeostatic regulation. Number one, we have what we call the negative feedback mechanism, and number two, we have the positive feedback mechanism. Just like I said earlier, the body has to have a way of regulating various processes that occur in the body, so as to make sure that the body does not fall ill or get sick at any particular point in time. For negative feedback mechanism, I want you to see it as something is trying to negate the action of what is already happening. So that is, let's imagine we have an event which is very low. That means the body is trying to bring it up. Or let's imagine we have something that is very high. The homeostatic mechanism is trying to bring it down. A perfect example to illustrate this is use of a particular hormone. For example, ACTH, that is adrenocorticotropic hormone, or even temperature that I just mentioned earlier. When the temperature of the body is getting too high, the body will try to regulate it by bringing it down. The same thing applies to some certain hormones. For example, growth hormone is another example that's regulated under negative feedback mechanism. Under negative feedback mechanism, you have to understand that when growth hormone is getting too much, the body will want to bring it down. As a result of that, the body will produce what we call the growth hormone inhibiting hormone, which will now limit or reduce the production of growth hormone. In the case of a reduced production of growth hormone, hypothalamus will produce what we call the growth hormone releasing hormone, which will trigger the production of more growth hormone. So that means if something is low, the body will try to bring it up. If something is high, the body will try to bring it down. That's basically everything that has to do with negative feedback mechanism. For the positive feedback mechanism now, it's just the direct opposite of negative now. That is, in the case of positive, we have something that is very high, and still yet we are still increasing it. A perfect example to illustrate this is side contraction or labor. In a situation where we have a mother trying to deliver a baby boy, a baby girl, as the case may be now, one of the major things that need to happen is that the uterus has to contract. Contraction of the uterus is actually triggered by high production or production of oxytocin. When oxytocin is produced in high amounts, it will trigger the uterus to contract to allow easy movement of the baby out of the uterus. So that means the more oxytocin is being produced, the more contraction that will occur. And when there is high amount of oxytocin, instead of the body to reduce it, that okay, this particular hormone is getting too much, the body will respond by still increasing that oxytocin level. Also in a situation where a particular response will trigger the stimulus to be produced in high amount too, or to be triggered in high amount at the same time. Stimulus that trigger the response will still cause that stimulus to trigger more response within the same mechanism again. The suckling effect of the baby on the breast will trigger the production of what we call prolactin. Prolactin is involved in the production of breast milk. Normally, when baby is suckling the breast, prolactin is being produced in high amounts. Instead of this prolactin to be reducing, if it is in the case of negative feedback mechanism, there will still be high production of this prolactin. That is, as prolactin is being produced, instead of it to be reducing, it's still increasing. The only thing that can reduce that is when the baby is not suckling the breast anymore. So as a result of this now, the body has a way of regulating various bodily processes to make sure there is balance and to make sure there is no deviation from the normal optimal range, to avoid sickness, disease, or whatever that can cause trauma to the body. So both positive and negative feedback mechanism, they are involved when it comes to maintenance of homeostasis, and they are major system that the body utilizes to maintain homeostasis. Thank you very much for watching the video, and don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you have any question or any contribution, kindly drop them in the comment section. I'll reply to them all. Thank you very much. Don't forget, this is Ademedics.